Hello, MacerKacer here. Today I'm going to be going over the new Helltooth set in Season 4 and patch 2.3. So I'm going to start off by going over my skills. So my left mouse button, I use corpse spiders, blazing spiders. And the reason I use blazing spiders is for every time you cast blazing spiders, when your little spiders hit, they return 3 mana back to you. And then I'm going to use on my left mouse, on my right mouse button, is Acid Cloud, Slow to Burn. And my one key is Wall of Fire, Wall of Death, Firewall. My 2 key is my Pronado. And my 3 key, Spirit Walk, Jaunt, just for the extra 3 seconds. And my last one is Soul Harvest, and I'm going to use Languish just for the increased armor and reduce the movement speed of enemies. And my passives, Confidence Ritual, Swampland Attunement, Spirit Vessel, Engraved Justice, and on my Hellfire Amulet I'm running with Pierce to Veil. A lot of people like to use instead of using Pierce to Veil, they like to use Gruesome Feast. Now this is not, in my opinion, you could quote me if I'm wrong or whatever, but I like to have the constant damage buff versus only getting a little bit of damage buff every time you kill an enemy, and you're not even guaranteed to get health globes. So that's just what I run, to each his own. Now I'm going to go over gear. I'm using the full 6-piece Helltooth set. And on your helm, you're going to want to focus on getting as much intellect and vitality as possible, along with the highest crit chance you got. And I use the Amethyst for life. Shoulders, same thing. Much intelligence, much vitality. You want to go cooldown reduction, and you want to try to get a wall of death damage. Get that max as much as you can, because that's pretty much your primary source of damage. Gloves, I rolled off the vitality to go and get the attack speed, crit hit damage, and crit hit chance. You want to try to get those high as you can. Same with the chest. Get as much intellect and vitality. Roll as high as you can on Wall of Death. And then I went with intelligence gems. Pants, intelligence, vitality, armor, and 2 sockets with topazes. Boots, went with resistance, and get Acid Cloud. My weapon, I'm using the new seasonal weapon here, Sungwoo Diviner. I really got to roll low on the increased Acid Cloud damage. I got 77, that goes up to 100%. So that's just the luck of the draw of what you get. You're gonna have to farm out the best you can there. Rings, new focus and restraint. You want to go with my focus. My restraints kind of sucks, but ideally you'd want intellect and then roll off vitality and get crit hit chance and crit hit damage much as you can. Belt, you want to use the new Belt of Transcendence. Just because when you use a mana spender, you get a little fetish army guy going around that's just bonus damage. Bracers, the new Germs bracers. I got re-rolled my I can't remember what I rolled off, but I rolled off and got the max fire damage for the firewall. But ideally you'd want 20% fire damage, crit hit chance, crit hit damage, and then I guess life per hit's pretty decent if you can't get what you get, right? My amulet, same thing. Want to get much intelligence you can, and try to get 100% crit hit chance or crit hit damage, and then you want to get 10% crit hit chance. So with this build, I guess everyone's pushing, like, I think can get up to, I've seen this build, this setup get up to Greater Rift like 68 or 69. I personally, I don't know how they do it, but I've only hit, I think my max is 59 or something like that. But if you look at my Paragon points, we'll go over that. Paragon points, I went into max movement speed, Want to max that out and then dump the rest into intelligence. Offense, you want to go crit hit chance, crit hit damage, attack speed, max it out. Then start working on your cooldown reduction. Defense, I went resist all, armor, life, and then you can max out life regeneration at the end. Utility, I went life on hit, area damage, then resource cost reduction. So I'm going to go over the cube. In the cube, you want your ideal weapon is you want the furnace for the increased damage against elites by 50%. That's pretty much critical to have. And the helm, this is the Grim Reaper. Chance when attacking to summon horrific mimics that cast some of the same spells that you got equipped on your bar at the bottom. So you'll see them. I'll show you what happens in gameplay here. You'll see them spawn and they'll cast firewall, acid cloud. They'll just pretty much cast everything you have. And the ring that you want in your cube is the convention of elements just for the this massive increase to damage. So that'd be a 200% damage to your firewall when it comes around to fire. And then with Witch Doctor, that's being great because one, you get to utilize lots of the bonuses on the ring because you have fire, and then your cold burn, and then you got that little bit of poison damage to tornado. So you get to get 3 out of the 5 or whatever elements there. So I'm going to show you a little bit of gameplay. I'll do a greater of 57 here. Let's show you how I do it. So you want to make sure you're using your soul harvest whenever it's up. I would tend to forget to use that all the time. Get those.
I must heal. I need healing.
Yeah, guy's pretty beasty. Can take some big hits. Sometimes you just want to try to get the skip some of those big guys because they're just really not worth the aggravation to try to kill. So usually what I do, I died, almost died there, is I'll set it all up. I'll get my I'll throw my little spiders, set my tornado, get my acid cloud, and I'll do my big mana dump, and then move on to the next little group. Same thing. Get your focus and restraint up, bring them in, do a big acid dump on them. I really dislike these little these mobs here.
Not ready yet.
Just keep pulling them in the fire and they'll just get ripped right up.
I need mana. I need healing. More time. I need healing.
Always on the verge of death. You see, we're just got a nice little buff on the timer there. I wasn't paying attention, got a little bit careless there. Took a death I didn't really need to take. These little mobs are brutal. They throw that little dart and get you. You can't really avoid it. don't know if you can see the little skeletons in there. They're casting wall of fire, the little mimics. Just get right in there.
Need more time.
See that damage is just ticking away. That's what I call the mana dump. Just dump everything you got right on them. Your cooldowns, you can pretty much just stay in there. Enemy dies. Or can't stay in that many. I guess I got myself in a little bit of predicament there. This is not your ideal rift either. You basically everybody is going fishing for that zombie rift. So, but if you can handle these mobs and greater rifts, a lot higher rifts, you'll do good. Maybe that's why I got smashed by a big old mallet lord. But even with 2 deaths, man, we're just rocking this rift. It's got good density. But I don't know. I like to kill everything, but a lot of people like to just skip those big mallet lords. But it's up to you. It's your game style, your gameplay. But throw a little spider on those guys. Try to get a big group. Pretty intense here. But this is my first time doing a video, so my focus is not all there. It's kind of hard. You hear people talk about how difficult it is to play and chat at the same time. You don't realize how difficult it is until you get in here and do it. But yeah, just pop those cooldowns. Watch out for those big mallet lords. They'll one-shot you regardless of your gear. See, my mimics are just casting away there. Bringing the hurt. Easy cheesy. These guys in. So you just always want to make sure, the biggest thing is keep that focus and restraint buff up all the time. Keep moving, you always just try to minimize your downtime. You always want to keep pulling mobs. Get them in big groups, use that tornado, suck them in big groups for the big dump. And you see, I'm rocking this rift, and I've yet to get a pylon of any sort. No power. Channeling is your best one because you really can put out the damage in that. But it's been a pylon-free rift so far. Maybe we'll get lucky at the end and get for the boss and smoke him. But let's go next level here. Oh, here we go. Let's just get it. I don't even need the pylon for the bosses. Get a nice pylon. Oh, this is a nice rift. Suck these guys up, and you want to make sure when you got conduit, make sure you got your focus and restraint book, because that damage affects the your conduit there. Suck them in, get that tornado going, boom. Let's smoke the boss super quick. Mana dump. Keep the fire going. Soul harvest. Keep that up as much as you can. And Rhyme, he's getting smoked. Just get right in there. Get those little blobs do massive. They just corner them in, and boss can't do nothing. I'll go over. I forgot to go over my
Healing.
gems. I'll go over them at the end here. But yeah, lots of time. Oh, this is what I was looking for. Another consumable. Can never have enough consumables, if you ask me. So the gems I'm currently running are esoteric alteration. This is what makes you survive, so you want to make sure you get this as high as you can. Molten wildebeest gizzard, that's your life. That's how you get your life back, because my gear I don't have nothing really, not too much life on hit or anything. And Bane of the Trapped, get that maxed out as you can. Even if you get like a real crappy chance to roll, so I'll just try mine like 61. Sometimes you get lucky, like even these 58. Boom, see how lucky that is. Maybe get 60 on a 15% chance, but you just got to keep grinding away, get them up there. But that's it. Hope you enjoyed. Any type of feedback would be great. Thank you.
Aficionado and Friends live stream.